What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we've got 4 meta skill moves to use inside the box to beat your opponent, to give you an edge to create a shot towards goal. We all know that everyone is playing very narrow, very compact. They're parking a bus, and this is going to be a skill moves that give you the edge and create the space, more importantly, for you to beat the defender, for you to take a shot towards goal. But without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Now the first one I wanted to go over is a La Croqueta. Now La Croqueta is a 4-star skill move, do not forget. So it is a 4-star skill move, and the way you want to do it is you basically want to hold the L1 button and you want to hold the right analog stick for basically 1 to 2 seconds, either to the left or to the right. So I'll show you how it works. So remember, don't forget L1, and you hold the right analog stick either to the left or to the right, and you get this motion. Now this is really effective, especially this year, because people are using manual jockeying. They're not staying so close to you when you're attacking, so they're giving you space. And what that means is when you go like this and you do the La Croqueta, they panic. So for example, as you can see in some of these clips, if I slow it down for you, when I get the ball inside the box, my opponent is next to me, but then what I do is I do the La Croqueta to give me the edge. You see, they don't know which way I'm going. They don't have to use manual jockeying to defend against it. And you see, if I repeat this clip again, you can see sometimes they overcommit one way or they get confused on the movement. So La Croqueta is a really good skill move to use, but do not forget it's relative. So if I go in arena, for example, over here, so let's say I run down the wing, is relative to the way you're facing. People always forget this. So if, for example, in this situation, Ronaldo is facing forward, then I would do it the right analog stick either to the left or to the right of Ronaldo. So remember, it's not always left and right, it's left and right relative to where you want to exit in. So if I want to exit on the left hand side, I'll exit like so. Another quick tip is to, for example, if you're running inside the box, you can do a fake shot stop, and then you can do a La Croqueta after. Now this is really good if you get the ball inside the box and you've got no space. You do a fake shot stop, so you freeze your opponent, and then you La Croqueta straight after to beat him. So if you do this in a very fast motion, it'll be like this, La Croqueta, and that's enough to beat him towards goal. I just want to say, if you do want to get better at FIFA, I do have a paid, in-depth, advanced FIFA School Series. This is for the mature audience community that want to get better at FIFA, and I have progressive videos in a specific learning system, so you get better after watching each video. These elaborate videos go beyond the scope of YouTube videos and have some of the best tutorials that you will see in the market. So good that it's even a money back guarantee. So if you join after 1 month and you do not get better, I'll refund your money. Patreon.com/NealGuides. Link is down below in the description. And also don't forget, on the Patreon I have all of last year's videos and the years before, so there's always content there while new content is being made. Now the second skill move I want to go over is Agile Dribbling. Now Agile Dribbling has been, I would say, a bit of a weird one, because left stick dribbling, as you probably know, they've nerfed left stick dribbling. What they've done is, people don't realize, but they've basically added agile dribbling animations to left stick dribbling. That's why you might be struggling with dribbling this year, is because the left stick dribbling, as you can see, has got some of the agile dribbling animations. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Hopefully a patch will change that. But don't forget, with a competitive master switch on, you can no longer use contextual agile dribblings. People used to basically, back in the day, they used to, like last year, they used to walk around like this. You can't do this anymore, because that's turned off on a competitive master switch option. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to hold the R1 button, and then you're going to have to move the left analog stick. So don't forget, normal left stick dribbling is still there, it still works, but they've increased some agile dribbling. They've added agile dribbling animations to the left stick dribbling. That's why it feels nerfed. But the hold the R1 button, agile dribbling is still very effective. Again, it's the exact same thing. People are using manual defending. They're still struggling to stay, let's say, with the player. That's why they're struggling. So when you use agile dribbling inside the box and you quickly move from left to right, if they overcommit one way, you can go the other way and exit. Now, my best advice is, if you're inside the box and you don't know what to do, you can use agile dribbling to basically move the ball away or to move the ball into a different vicinity. You keep the ball close to your feet, or if you want to play for time. My second advice is when you're using agile dribbling, hold the R1 button, and then you want to basically run to release. So let's say, for example, don't forget, explosive sprint gives you a higher velocity if you're running at a straight speed. So if you try to use it inside the box, you can use agile dribbling, and you can use the run button to exit to create your breakaway, as you can see. So I'll do it again. Agile dribbling, someone comes close, and I use the run button, the sprint button to give me that edge towards the box. Now, if you can use it in a straight line, because don't forget in agile dribbling, you have to be running in a straight line for you to get the maximum velocity. But if you're like this and you exit and you run forward, you do get that sprint boost. So don't forget agile dribbling, hold the R1 button. And then when you want to exit, just release and just change to the R2 button. So let's say you're facing a goalkeeper, you can wait for the goalkeeper. And then when he comes close, you can use the run button to sprint past him. So you do have that option of using agile dribbling. Of course, in the game with someone who's got better agility and balance, it would work a bit better. Now the third skill I want to go over is called the fake shot. Now the fake shot is very simple and very easy to do. The best advice I'll give you is by pressing, so there's two ways you can do it. You can press square, which is the cross button, plus X. And don't forget, you can do this when you're attacking or when you have the ball in your possession. Or circle, the shoot button, plus X. Basically, whichever one you want to do, this X button is used to cancel this out. So let's say, for example, if you're trying to take a cross, you press the X button immediately after to stop it. So go into the arena and just practice, just pressing the shoot button and then pressing the X button straight after. Now, me personally, if you look on the controller, because the way your thumb naturally, you hold the controller, your thumb naturally is, imagine that's your nail, your thumb naturally is facing that way. So I use my tip of my thumb on the square button and the base of my thumb on the X button. So let's say I do it with square or shoot button. If you do it too slowly, the game won't register, and as you can see, it ended up just being a regular shot. So it's very important you press the shoot button and you very quickly, I would say a split second later, press the X button to cancel. Likewise on Xbox, same thing, B and A or X and A. The best time to use this is inside the box. So if you want to create an angle towards goal, you can use it. Now, if you use a 5-star skiller, you're going to notice there's like a different variation. You can do a scoop turn. Now, a scoop turn is basically the exact same thing and it happens automatically. So if you move either forward, backwards, left or right, you do basically a fake shot. So for example, like here, I do a fake shot to the right hand side, like here, fake shot to the left hand side, fake shot forward, and a fake shot backwards. But if you exit at a 45-degree angle like so, you end up doing a scoop turn. So watch, like that, you see that? And that's a scoop turn, but you can only do that with a 5-star skiller. So normal fake shot is moving from left, to right, nothing like that. But a scoop turn is if you do any sort of fake shot in a 45-degree angle. See my left analog stick, I'm aiming at a 45-degree angle. Now this is a really good effective skill move to use inside the box, especially if you know how to combine it with the fake, with a scoop turn fake, where you do a scoop turn and you exit the opposite way. So it's very simple to do that. What you want to do is you want to do a scoop turn, then you use your left analog stick to exit mid-animation. So do a scoop turn. Then you see I move my left analog stick in the opposite direction. It's really good, again, to confuse your opponents. Why? Because people are using manual jockeying. So inside the box, they won't fall for it. So here you scoop turn, then you flick on the other way and you can create the angle towards goal. So don't forget, you scoop turn and then just while your animation, so while your player is making a scoop midway through, you move your left analog stick into the opposite direction. So for example here, I'm going to first scoop turn to the 40, so basically in front of me to the left hand side. So I'm going to scoop turn about over there, and then when I do that, I'm going to move my left analog stick the opposite way to then change direction. So watch, you can see like so, scoop turn, then left analog stick. See that? I'll do it one more time for you. So make sure you get the animation on lock, because it's very tricky in the beginning. Don't forget it's relative. So if you're facing, for example, this way, then of course you'll have to scoop turn into the angle like so. So it depends on which way you're facing. And then the final skill move I want to go over is just a very simple elastico. Elastico is a very simple skill move to do. You basically move the right analog stick. Basically there's two ways of doing it. There's a normal elastico and then there's the reverse elastico. Either way is completely fine. You basically move your right analog stick from, imagine, 3 o'clock all the way to 9 o'clock, and you can do it the other way around, from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, anti-clockwise and clockwise. So like here, because Ronaldo is facing forward, so I'll do it behind him facing this way, and as you can see, if I do it like that, so watch, controller. And don't forget, this is a 5-star skill move. So let's say, for example, you're inside the box, you can do an elastico to create the angle towards goal. Same way you can do it the other way. Now, the other way doesn't really work as well, but it's really good for tricking your opponents. You've got someone like Neymar with a 5-star weak foot, you can switch on either foot. But if someone is right-footed, the animation really pushes the ball away. A key area to use this is if, for example, you're facing, I would say, 90 degrees towards goal. And let's say, for example, you want to take a finesse shot, but there's players or people blocking the angle. What you can do is then use the elastico and you can break through. Now don't forget, it won't work if you do it this way properly, because don't forget it's relative to whichever way you're facing. So because I'm facing forward, I'm actually going to have to stop my right analog stick this way. Do you see that? So you kind of have to, it's basically a U shape backwards whichever way you're facing. So it's really good, for example, if you're inside the box, you're trying to create the angle towards goal or around goal, it's really, really effective. If you're, for example, like here and you want to create the angle onto your left foot, it's really effective. Or if you want to use reverse elastico inside the box to create the angle, and it's also very good for that. But anyway, guys, those are my top 4 skill moves to use inside the box. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, FIFA School videos on patreon.com/NealGuides. Link is down below in the description. And don't forget to also stream on twitch.tv/NealGuides. Link is also on the screen right now and down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.